My name is Akosa. I'm an intern for the Office of Multicultural Affairs, and we're going to take an MA minute to close out our celebration of Black History Month and all of the relevant cultural issues that we've been discussing throughout the month with the director for the Center of Africana Studies here at Hopkins, Dr. Minkah Makalani, discussing what it means when we say we want to dismantle systemic racism. All right. First, introduce yourself.
My name is Minkah Makalani. Should I look at you or the camera?
The camera.
Okay. My name is Minkah Makalani. I'm the director of the Center for Africana Studies and associate professor in the Department of History. In thinking about dismantling racism, I think there are a couple of ways that people envision that happening. And so I think with policy, there is a tendency to believe that policy is this kind of pure realm. I think one of the things to remember about policy is that when we're talking about the structures of racial oppression, we are actually talking about policies that were enacted, be it in the form of enslavement or Jim Crow, the struggle for civil rights, the demands of the Black Power movement to the day with more recently the Black Lives Matter. What actually is happening is that the state, the society, those who benefit from white supremacy and who help perpetuate it, they are making adjustments at the same time that we are making strides. With that, we have to acknowledge and grapple with policy being a realm that actually structures racial oppression, a self-perpetuating structure that is tied to how the economy works, that is tied to how the political system works, and that is tied to how global economic flows work. And so then the challenge becomes, how do we build social movements that address the circumstances at any given point in time that then push society as a whole to rethink itself? How do you deal with the forces of oppression, how they change over time, and then the new demands that one has to make? We are engaging in efforts that radically restructure the society, that radically restructure economic relationships, that radically restructure how communities exist and are built and are policed, are ending policing, if you will. We have to go beyond just dismantling that structure to dismantling the logics, the assumptions, the systems of knowledge, and the cultural practices that all lead to the current period that we have. So it has to also address other kinds of oppression, in particular economic inequality, patriarchy. And now I think one of the good things about the most recent movement is the attention to sexuality and how transphobia, homophobia, and all of these are intertwined as part of the system that we think about now as racial capitalism. And I think this is where someone like Audre Lorde is very profound. You know, her famous quote, "You cannot use the master's tools to dismantle the master's house." And so if we're going to dismantle the master's house, we have to find a new repertoire of tools with which to do that.